Welcome back, Eagle family. Joseph Swanson here with head men's and women's cross-country coach Kate Goupee. Thank you, Coach, for joining me today. Let's get started here. What's the excitement level surrounding the program heading into the opening meet of the season?
I think there's a lot of energy on both sides of the team. There's the women's team is coming back off of a runner-up position by 3 points, and the men's team, it's developing into a new team, so the younger athletes are excited to see how they can make this their team with the graduation of some of key athletes up top.
So you mentioned the women's team. Let's talk about them real quick. You returned 3 of the top 5 runners from last year's conference championship, so it's a good piece to have back, including rookie and runner of the year in Ava Dowling, and then runner-up in Miranda Dunn, and of course Peyton Goodwin, who finished top 5 as well. How have you seen this team grow from last year, and how can they make that step to go from getting those extra 3 points they need to winning a conference championship?
They work ethic, they're very much sticking to it. It's hard to be at running consistently for 12, 14, 16 months. Winning the conference championship for track and field and outdoor in the spring, I think, gave them a little bit of a boost of confidence. And this summer, those 3 in particular did their work and actually have come back faster. I was shocked at how much faster they came back, but I think when we lost last year by 3 points, we really evaluated it and felt that we had done what we could. We just got outrun, but they weren't happy, and they wanted to change the book this time and see if they could make it and go for it.
So with that, you've got the top 3 up front. How do you feel that your freshmen coming in and then several of your other returners can get up further in the pack to help you? How have they developed throughout the fall?
Yeah, we did do a time trial, and we had 6 girls in front of last year's number 4 time. So it's there. It just really, I think, and I firmly believe our girls have done everything they can and have done made the right choices and the right training over the summer. It's a matter of what the other teams show up with, and we don't have control over that. We can see it, we will respond to it, we'll do the best we can, and then we'll see where the chips fly.
And then switching over to the men's side, it's a team that brings back several veterans, and then as you mentioned, it's got a group of young core coming in. How have you seen that team bond and grow so far throughout your preseason?
Yeah, I think with the loss of 2 runners that had been with us for 4 and 5 years with Zach and Joel, David right now is really taking the reins and helping the other sophomores come on, and then the freshmen that have come on. And one of the things they're really trying to do is to train more like a team and be together, and that allows them to push each other when they're in practice. So I'm hoping that pays dividends when it comes to the course. I know that there's energy, enthusiasm for wanting to excel. It's going to be a matter of can they really support each other with the work, the day-to-day grind.
So you mentioned the course, days away from your first meet. What are you looking for out of your team heading into the first meet? I know a lot of times you use that as like a time trial, let's see how we look, or is this something that we're just going to let them go, see how it goes? How are you approaching that meet?
I think we're just going to let them go. It's the first meet of the year. It's a short course. The men are running a 5K, the women are running a 3K. We're down in Franklin Park. We've been there multiple times before. It's fast. There's a lot of teams there, divisions 1, 2, and 3. So I think they're excited just to kind of get the jitters out. And it's just like any other sport where they're going to use a scrimmage to get their jitters out before they start their season. We're going to use this as just, okay, let's see where we are, let's take stock. The time trial gives us an idea that we ran last week, but when you throw in the components of a race, it really can change. When people aren't seeing necessarily where a teammate are, they may run differently and things of that nature. So, no, we're just going to let them go and see what happens.
So, something rare you don't always see, especially with how spread out the conference is, but you actually get a look at the conference course.
Yes.
September 17th. How do you think that's going to benefit your team heading into your conference championship on the 29th of October?
For us, it's going to be the experience, not just the course. It's going to be traveling 7 hours on a bus, doing a shakeout run when we get there, the next day racing, and going through those motions of that kind of travel, which we have not done before. And yeah, it will allow us to see the course. The course is what it is. It's not, cross country is not in my opinion, time-based. It's effort-based on that course, on that day, against that competition. So it'll be nice to see it and have an idea, but it's going to be the whole experience of having to go all the way to New York and compete on legs that have been on a coach bus for hours on end.
And then lastly, I'll ask, you had a preseason, a little shorter, but your team was able to get away and spend some time together. Yeah. How do you think that helps for freshmen coming into college to be able to bond with your team before they start classes and then try to jump into practice?
You know, us coming in early and going to Sugarloaf and spending multiple nights out there in condos, going hiking and swimming and team activities, rock climbing wall, basketball, all kinds of stuff that we do out there. It allows them to see the team in many different capacities, not just as runners, and see the diversity in personalities and where people are from. We've got New York, we've got Maryland, Connecticut, Rhode Island, and all over the place. Right. And so I think for them, it allows them to get to know people as people versus this person runs this time. And then they talked about how when move-in day happened, they were already settled. They already felt really calm. And we have a lot of mentors on the team working with younger athletes. And I already know where my classes are. I know what my schedule is. There's definite advantage to coming on early and having an instant support network in place before even the dorms fill up. And that's invaluable.
Well, that's all the questions I have. Want to thank you for taking the time to talk to me today. I wish you the best of luck heading into your season. Cross country opens up on Friday, September 2nd when they travel to the Suffolk Invitational. Thank you.